Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another glorious episode of Jedi Talk. I am your host, Brad Hughes. That was perfect. And guess what, everybody? Guess what?
Chicken butt.
Did you guess?
Chicken butt.
Did you guess? The entire council's back, baby.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
We're back in person. Let's go. After the live stream show that we did, that was a shit ton of fun. And then you guys had a show last week that I was not involved in for reasons. But we're all back together. And to my right, speaking of people who are back.
Intro me first.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Yeah. We have something special for you today.
Oh, no.
To my left,
That
wearing
scares me.
the best Star Wars movie from 2003, Star Wars Episode 3 hat.
2005.
Tom Okery, whatever it is, 5.
By the right of the council, by the will of the Force. Thank you very much for following us at Jedi Talk Podcast on Instagram, youtube.com/Jedi Talk, where you've seen our ugly bugs sometimes. But I'm wearing an Episode 3 hat, 2005. Thank you very much. This is in my top 5 of Star Wars movies. I love it. The reason I bought this hat was I can't remember which page sold it. I'm sorry for not popping you. I bought this 3 years ago. But Anakin, Hayden wore this on set, and I've seen other hats. Like I've seen, I think, voice of fucking Jar Jar. Why can't I?
Ahmad Best.
Yes, I think I've seen him wear
Best.
like an Episode 1 hat. So I saw it, and this is the style hat I like. So I'm like, yeah, Episode 3, I rock it.
I love simple logo stuff.
Yes.
It's my favorite. Like I miss the Tales of the Jedi shirt, but like all my favorite Star Wars shirts are just like straight up logo shirts. I wore my Rise of the Resistance pass holder one the other day to Rise.
That's the one Evan's wearing right now.
Is
that the pass holder one?
That is not.
Or is that the regular
one? That's the regular one.
It is not.
That's okay.
You piece of shit.
It was foreshadowing.
I don't have
that I was
either
not
one of
gonna be
those.
a pass holder anymore.
Because I was still an Arizonan.
But the man that is not a pass holder anymore is me speaking here. What's
Hold
the
on.
thing that's special?
So before I'll let Brad intro the. Shut up for a second. You weren't introed. You're not
I
supposed
know.
to talk.
That's why I introed myself.
So shut the fuck up, Evan.
We have a plan.
Yeah.
I'm
So
worried. I'm scared.
YouTube is very. So look, Brad and I's intro music. Brad uses Achilles Heel by Led Zeppelin.
Achilles
I
Last
use-
Stand.
DJ Rex.
Achilles Last Stand.
Achilles
I'm
Heel.
sorry. Achilles Last Stand by the great Led Zeppelin.
Yes.
I use You Must Burn from Metallica. Both of those bands do not give a shit about us using that.
And those are
YouTube
real
allows
bands.
it.
Those
are
exist.
real bands. DJ Rex, for some fucking reason, does not like Evan using his song. So, Evan, what we're
Man.
going to do for you is I am going to randomly, and if Brad comes up with one beforehand, maybe you'll do 5, I'll do 5.
I have one.
Okay.
Oh, okay. 5 and
yeah,
5.
yeah.
5 and 5.
Sound like a
Love
plan?
it.
Doctor?
Yes.
Doctor.
Doctor.
So-
I didn't do anything.
I'm
but
including you
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah,
Doctor.
yeah,
All right.
doctor.
Yeah,
Doctor.
sure.
I have to shake
We're
hands.
shaking hands there. I love it.
So every week, we're going to play a different song for you, intro
Okay.
song, for 2 reasons. One, we want to make sure the artist isn't pissed that we're using it
we
on
got to
YouTube.
find one that likes me.
And 2, your new intro song will be voted on by our listeners.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
So
okay,
of the
sure.
10 that we choose.
Even if they like joke vote, it's cool. I don't care.
Yeah,
So do
well,
whatever you
that's
want.
what I'm hoping.
Yeah,
So
do whatever you guys want.
Brad?
The next 4 from Tom are all going to be Cosmic Rewind songs.
They're good songs, so that's fine. The songs are good.
No, they won't because he likes those songs. But this first one, I put a playlist on and I was vibing to it on the drive here to work. But Brad, go ahead and intro and I'll play it.
To my right, the man, the myth, the legend, Evan T. Boucher. Evan, what the fuck is going on?
Ooh, I love this song. This is back when Marvel was good. This was the first song they had in the first Deadpool trailer.
Yeah.
That's
And, I mean,
True.
obviously the song
Kicking his
existed
legs.
and was kick-ass before that trailer, but I saw
I
this
think
trailer
about-
and
I
I was
think
like,
about Deadpool.
this is what we want. And like that movie kicked ass.
The movie's
It was
awesome. Did you like
And-
2?
No, 2 was terrible.
You thought 2 was terrible?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But time travel. That's what it does to me.
It works with Deadpool,
If you're
though.
not Back to the Future or a dinosaur, don't do time travel.
I feel like it works with Deadpool because he's so fucking silly.
Yeah, but they didn't really like make it silly. They made it too. The time travel was like too serious. They didn't do enough silly.
I thought I remember being really silly. Is it not?
I've only seen it once. Maybe I should give it a second.
Bro,
chance.
we were talking about this
But I
before you
won't.
got here, and I completely forgot like the ending of Ahsoka. So my brain's not working.
It's okay, but
Did you do your Adiga and Good Journey? I didn't think you.
I did not because I've been introed, not introed,
Yes.
introed. So Adiga and Good Journey, but it's been a couple weeks and we did never. I can't speak either. We didn't talk about the Dino Lane Intern, which is Star Wars adjacent.
Yeah,
I
we
wanted to
didn't
hit
yet.
that really quick, but there's a ton of stuff to talk about
Ton of
this week.
stuff. We got a
There
lot of
is.
shit to get into. So
Yeah.
Who's got a proper? You have
I do.
A proper
I've got
list
my
up here, so
little
I'll let you
laptop here.
introduce the first thing we're going to talk about.
Yeah, sure thing. I mean, we really do
Dealer's
look at
choice.
it. It goes, dealer's choice. So
Should
then
we cover the Dino Intern quickly first? Just say it was awesome.
absolutely go
yeah.
ahead and bring up Ben Diggin.
Yeah, that's
His
all
name
I
is
wanted to
Ben
say.
Diggin.
That's
that
just one of
one's
them.
is
Yeah.
but the other ones they didn't really.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't even need to make up a character's name because the other one, Matt, we all know Matt. He just said while he was on stage as this intern that he's Matt Pablo, which is his real name.
Oh, okay,
so
cool.
they don't have to make up a character
No
name.
shit. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which makes
I
the
like Ben
tagging
Diggin
on
though.
Instagram.
It's-
Yeah,
Ben
it's
Diggin's
so funny,
great.
Yeah.
which makes the tagging on Instagram even easier because like now it's not like, am I allowed to tag you? I don't know. Is Disney
that's
gonna,
true.
Like, what are they gonna do? Because people tag Star Cruiser people
Yeah.
sometimes
I
when the
stopped doing
cruiser
that.
was open. I never did it, but
I did it 1 or 2 times. I'm like, this might not be a good thing. So I'm sorry for you, those of you that did. I don't do it anymore.
yeah,
So-
like I did the
I'm torn. I mean, if they post about it,
yeah.
it's fair game.
Right.
In my
Right.
opinion.
I did
I'm
like
with you.
the
Because-
pictures of like Jason and Adam in our podcast room. Like I
Oh,
tagged
yeah.
Adam in that.
That was
But when it
different.
was
Yeah,
Adam as
yeah.
Croy, I did not tag.
Yeah,
'Cause I
to
was
me,
like,
if
I don't
you-
know what the rules are.
If you post shit of you as the character, I'm sorry, but you've opened up that can of worms. And
Yeah.
now, that's my perception. I'd like to hear why it would be okay to publicly say that you're that character on your own Instagram
when
and
they say
that
it's
you're.
not allowed. And
I don't know. It's an.
It's
I
a
don't
weird
think.
one. I'd like to hear an opinion of why it's
Sure.
not.
I don't
I
think
would
it's.
like to know. I was in entertainment. I still have no idea.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. It's
Former.
so different.
Former,
Yeah. Because of.
that was the first time I got pulled in the principal's office too. Is I was telling people on Facebook who one of the actors were. And they're like, "You can't do that." I'm like, "But he tagged himself. That's how I found him." Like, whatever. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's
Tom.
weird.
You just get unfortunately people on the internet are terrible. So
Yeah.
I think what a lot of these performers try to avoid is that negativity, especially with Star Wars for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
And when Disney has their hands on it, look, we all know the beloved Star Cruiser was the best, and we love it, and we have all love for them. So it's no ill intention by us,
Yeah.
but we just got to protect these people from fucking idiots.
Yeah, but
So
a few
anyway,
of them
which
are
they're-
now the Dino Land intern, which is
hell yeah,
awesome.
it's amazing.
They're off Tuesdays and Wednesdays, which I just found out yesterday because I went yesterday to Dino Land and he wasn't there.
It's such an
Um,
Evan thing that happened to you.
But it's cool because I still had the greatest time ever in Dino Land.
Oh, yeah,
I was
Dino
there
Land's fun.
literally all day. It was
Enjoy
the
it
best.
now.
That's why I'm doing this. I'm going like once a week for at least 5 or 6 hours.
Boom,
and
boom,
doing
shaka,
it all I
shaka,
can
boom.
because it's great and they're stupid for getting rid of it.
You
but
think so?
Yes. Update it. There were a ton of kids that were just like running around with mom and dad, be like, what was that?
Noah was
I don't
talking
think
to
the podcast
Alexa.
heard that, but Alexa just spoke.
Alexa just
She
spoke.
agrees.
Shut up.
What did
bitch.
she say? Jesus Christ!
I don't know.
But, like,
I don't have Alexa in my
so
fucking
many
house.
kids
I mean,
were
I
just
got other
running
shit that are
around.
probably listening to me, but I'm not doing it the obvious one.
I like it.
You didn't tell me Alexa was
I
here.
can
This is
yell
how
at
the
my
CIA
kids from
is listening.
downstairs.
There we
They
go.
have them in their room. I can go come downstairs for dinner. I don't have to walk upstairs.
Lazy prick.
It's great.
That should be the update to the carousel of progress. It should be that.
Alexa.
I'm too lazy
start
to
the
go
turkey.
upstairs.
Yo, the Carousel of Progress brought to you by Amazon.
Yes. But it's
All
just
this-
stupid because all the kids that were running around and so many were like, "Dad, I love this dinosaur. Look at this cool bone here and this fossil." Like kids love dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Kids come to Disney. How do you have Disney without dinosaurs?
You know what
I
else?
don't
You know what else kids love? Same kids that love dinosaurs love Indiana Jones.
They love
They
75,000-year-old
love Indiana Jones.
old man Harrison Ford.
They do.
Yeah,
They're like, Dad,
okay.
he's who I want to be like.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Shut the fuck up.
Anyway, go see the interns. I'm going to see them not on Tuesday and Wednesdays, but I'm going to see them as often as I can because
Nice.
they
Yeah.
literally rock.
I haven't seen him in person yet, but it looks fun.
Oh yeah, we went
Looks
and it was
fun.
like a Star Cruiser family there. Justin was there, Com Tower, as you know, he was there. Victoria, Peter, they were there. We had a whole little like family reunion.
That's
It
beautiful.
was sick.
I love it.
That was fun.
Cool. What's next?
Well, I think the biggest news of this week is quite essentially on April 5th. That was Friday of last week. I was able to make it over there. But first off, Seasons of the Force kicked off at Disneyland. We will talk about that.
We will.
But what we need to talk about is what we have here.
And before we
that's-
do that, last thing on the Dino Lane thing, I think it's a test for the new Pirates of the Caribbean lounge that they're gonna have.
Oh, well, that would be
a
fun.
little sea shanty
Interesting.
guy walking around singing sea shanties.
Are they actively working on that?
They haven't said anything
They haven't
since
said
that
a single
announcement.
thing,
So
but, I
fingers
mean,
crossed
that's-
it stays because it's a good announcement,
Dude.
So
Have you gone back and rewatched all the D23 stuff
no.
that was announced?
no,
Nothing has happened.
good.
You mean like the
I won't
Blue
play
Sky
Pavilion.
projects and stuff?
Nothing. I mean, nothing. The only thing
Oh,
they
the
announced that was concrete was Play Pavilion was coming.
That was like
That was years
5
ago.
years, 6 years. That was a long time ago.
Didn't they quietly
Most
just
recent
kind
one-
of shut that down?
Yeah, but they're still actively taking care of the building.
Oh,
I don't know what the fuck they're doing. It's very strange.
Communicore's coming in June.
Yeah.
Coming
Yeah,
back.
that's right.
There-
And they're
there's-
closing Test Track. That was another good announcement. We're getting a original Epcot inspired ride.
I wonder how much of that just means we're just putting trees in there.
I don't care. It can't be as bad as Test Track we have now.
You don't
So
like the
that's-
test track we have now?
No, I like the original.
I
it
like
is
the
a-
former.
Yeah,
that
much
one's
better.
way
Yeah,
better. But
1.0
I don't
is
think
good.
this one's bad.
I haven't
I don't
rode
think
it
it's
in
bad.
like a year and a half.
I rode it
so
yesterday,
I don't-
actually.
Nice.
And
Was the last time you
was
rode
fun.
it on our VIP tour?
Maybe.
Because
It
we
might
did
have
it
been.
then. We got to
Yeah.
skip the design room. Thank
Yeah, it
God.
might have been.
I fucking hate that. Please get rid of that.
It's
Yeah.
but it's an
It's a
easy
sta-
way.
it's a stagger.
fine.
I get it.
I don't
It's a
hate it.
stagger.
I
It's-
fucking hate it.
It's gimmicky. Once you've done it a couple times, you're like, all right, I get it.
I try to go as I either straight up won't do one and just let my kids do it, or
Yeah.
yesterday I let Holly do it. I'm like, God,
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking touch the
But
screen.
as a former resort fatty, I can assure you that this was something that it cycled
Former.
out of me. And when former resort fatty, I'm still a fatty. But a former resort fatty. Thanks a lot, Brad. Now I'm insecure. I'm
Oh,
going to eat
shit.
pizza
We
when
need
I
to-
get
we need to
home.
work
I was
this joke.
working on a bit to myself.
We need to work
Fuck
this
that up.
joke into our LARP events where one character is always like, I am a former blah, 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 blah. We need to work that in. Some character
That'll
do
work,
it.
yeah. What the hell was I going to say? Fuck you, Evan. You fucked me up again.
Sorry.
Test track.
Test track, yes. That like there was something I would miss. I would be happy to come back to test track and design. It was
Really?
just- yeah. It was.
See, I always loved riding there. I still think it's one of my favorite rides at at Epcot right now. I just think I remember the other one and liking it a lot more,
Yeah.
lot more. But I have never had an issue with this one.
The queue was cool.
I'm surprised you
Yeah,
hate
the
it.
queue was great. Did I say I hate it? I shouldn't say I hate it. I just don't like it because 1.0 is better. And A, never
What if it
go
gets
to
worse?
Epcot, but B, don't really ride it when I go to Epcot.
What if it gets worse?
Could happen. That's
I don't ride it
highly
'cause-
likely with this current management.
I don't ride it. Dude, I have a lot of. I've been informing myself with what's going on behind the scenes with this stuff right now. I think that they have finally seen the writing on the wall. Have you been following the Nelson Peltz thing?
Oh, yeah, I follow that a little bit.
So they're like, there's literally like a hostile takeover trying to happen with Disney right now. Some
Yeah,
guys
It
trying
failed
to,
though, right? Because they
It
all
failed,
voted for
but-
Iger.
Yeah.
but they didn't all vote for Iger.
Oh,
Yep.
all right.
Thankfully,
Some
they just
people-
didn't vote for that guy.
Some people didn't. Some people, it was like I think you get like 30% of the vote or something, which is pretty high for an outsider trying to get a seat on the board of directors.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
But it's interesting because I feel like that their back is on the wall now, and his only thing with Disney is you have to keep your promises. From what I understand,
No, you don't.
he is a massive shareholder in the company, and his stocks are being affected because they're making all these decisions and then like not executing any of them.
Yeah.
And so that's his major gripe. And which, to be fair, he's right.
Yeah.
I mean, he's absolutely right. Like, you can't announce this shit and then just never
Right.
do it, drive your stock price up, and then, I mean, that's illegal.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we have a list that Tom's getting to, but that's a perfect transition to Star Tours. How they promised there was a bunch of stuff coming, and
Overpromise,
it was only
underdeliver.
one new actual scene.
Yeah. So let's
So-
talk about this because I called I think both of you yelling about this. the
Yeah,
other
you
day.
called me. I was in the middle of watching WrestleMania. By
And
the
I
way.
was like, I agreed with you, but I wasn't
event.
upset because I'm like, that's what they do. I'm not surprised. Like, I'm used to it.
I was really annoyed because you have the actual verbiage pulled up, don't you? Or did you?
Oh, I can find it.
Yeah,
I am
'cause
connected to the
I finally
interwebs here.
completed it yesterday. I've seen every single new thing. It took me 5 ride-throughs, I want to say, total, between 2 days.
I went on 6 times, and all but one I got the same exact sequence.
Man,
It was Hoth, Ahsoka.
these are spoilers
Purgles.
for Star Tours if you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, Purgles are the end. So
yeah,
Spoiler alert.
because that's the only full new scene is Purgles.
I looked this up when we left, and I had Holly read it when we were driving home because I was so annoyed because I was under the impression, and we had, I mean,
We
just
all
'cause-
were.
Just because we speculated doesn't mean shit, but we had like thought that they had kind of hinted there were going to be 3 new scenes, including
One from each show.
Exactly.
I've got the from March 5th, 2024, the Star Wars at Disney Parks blog post. So this is Disney's official. I can read exactly. Starting so now this is by Scott Trowbridge. I'm excited to share that starting April 5th at Walt Disney World, Disneyland, and Disneyland Paris, Star Tours, the adventure continues. We'll be taking you on some all-new adventures. These editions will feature characters and locations from some of your favorite Disney Plus new series, Ahsoka, Andor, and The Mandalorian.
Locations.
Locations.
And
Plural.
so hold on. With these additions, you'll now have the opportunity to experience one or more of the 250 storyline variation. So with these additions, you'll now have the opportunity to experience one or more of the 250 storyline variations aboard the attraction, including a visit to the planet Cetos from the Ahsoka series.
Including, not
So he
only.
said the only thing, yeah. Dang, they roped Scott into this too.
Urgent transmissions.
I still love you, Scott, but man,
So here's the thing. I went through and I wrote it the whatever day it was I called you guys. I think it was the second day
Like
after
2
it ended
days
up
ago,
Yeah,
whatever,
2
yeah.
days ago. So I go write it. I got this. I don't think I've ever gotten the same exact thing more than like 2 times writing it, like ever. And I wrote it 4 times.
Yeah.
And I got Ahsoka. I'm sorry. I got Hoth, transmission from Ahsoka 4 times. I was nauseous. The 4th time I got off, I walked
that
up
ride
to
will do that.
Oh, dude, that was brutal. I got off of it. I went up to the front and I talked to the cast member. I was like, I was playing kind of dumb. I was like, so how random is this? And she's like, what do you mean? I said, I just got off the 4th time in a row on a different ship, and it was the same exact thing 4 times in a row. And I said, I was under the impression that there was going to be 3 new scenes. Am I missing something? And she goes, actually, I'm not going to say her name, but I remember her name. She goes, actually, we were under the impression that we were getting 3 new scenes as well. And it's only the one.
Interesting communication there.
She said that they were told there were going to be 3 ending scenes and they were gonna alternate, but they only got the Purgle one. And then there's only a handful of starter scenes right now. She said it's Hoth,
Tatooine,
Kashyyyk.
Those are the 3 I've seen.
Those are the only 3 that they're doing right now.
Why?
I don't know.
Because it meshes
No
with the
sense.
story?
They have never given a
Who
fuck about that
cares?
before
Yeah.
ever,
Yeah,
and
like-
you shouldn't with Star Tours.
Yeah, I'm the big
I
canon
agree.
guy, but I don't care about the canon of
C-3PO's
Star
in the
Tours.
fucking
current Star Tours.
in the thing on Crate, and he's flying the ship over
I
it
know.
in this
Yeah.
one, and
I know.
Poe's talking
Doesn't
to him.
matter to me.
It's
Yeah.
to me,
Like-
it just doesn't matter.
Original Star Tours, it's not officially canon, but they tried to make it canon, and it was at the time because Disney hadn't bought it yet. So it was, but it's not now. But this new current Star Tours, like I don't care if it's canon.
Yeah,
do
it
whatever you
Shouldn't
want.
be. It
with
should just be a fun ride.
I'm
This
the
should be for
canon
the
guy that
casuals.
wants everything
Yes.
to be canon, so
This
I
is
don't
for
care.
the casuals.
Yeah, but they're trying to make it canon a little bit, so like that's okay. I don't really care. But when you promise locations and you only give one, what are we doing?
They're like, actually, you're in the Razor Crest with the transmission from Mando.
So it just like it's great. It's great that we got the additional scene and then the 3 transmissions in the beginning.
There
which
is one
just
new
Ahsoka's
opening
ship.
scene, which
Yeah.
is sick though. When
I
she's
did
like
get that.
swinging the saber, she like jumps
Yeah.
up and like that's dope. That's sick.
yeah, it's.
I
pretty
got
cool.
that, but I missed the saber thing. So
I missed it every time except my last one, so I don't think you're alone on that. I was supposed to see if I was going to be the rebel spy, and I wasn't. Again.
I did it with Rachel and Brian, I think 3 times, and Brian was the spy twice back to back. That was
Really?
hilarious. And I was sitting
That's
next to
funny.
him. I'm like, really? But
That's
I've been the spy
hilarious.
like twice, I think. So
I've
I'm
done
like,
it once, and I think it
yeah.
was during a Galactic Nights event.
Ooh, that's even
Yeah.
cooler.
Which means there were 3 people on the fucking thing with me.
Yeah,
I had a 1 in 3 chance of getting it.
you got it.
So
So you're saying there's a chance.
I think this is a really bad look.
I
With
like
all
the
the
things
stuff
we got.
going on.
The stuff,
I
the stuff
do
we got
too.
is good.
I do too.
But like they said, it was going to be more.
I just
So-
how I mean, I know this. We all go like it can't be this hard to do. I'm sure it's difficult to render a new
Oh, I'm
scene.
sure it
I'm
is.
sure. But like you can't dick tease everybody. I mean, like, did you all? I know you thought. Did you think there were 3 scenes coming?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
We
So
thought we
I
had
thought-
a whole podcast where we were like, oh, what scene is going to be from Andor?
Yeah,
what
we
scene's gonna
talked
be
about
from
it.
Ahsoka.
We
We all
talked
said
about
like
it.
the eye had to be from Andor. That would have been amazing to fly through that eye.
No.
That would have been sick. That would have been beautiful.
If they're like it's coming, it just wasn't ready yet or something. I get delays happen. I understand fully. But this is
phased
something.
opening.
This is something you have to follow through with. It's in everyone's eyes. It's an easy thing to do.
But I think in everyone's eyes, they didn't read like we read and thought it was going to be multiple. I don't think really anyone except us care.
Just
It's like-
I think
yeah,
lessons
I think they tricked
learned,
everybody. That's the
communication, right? Like
Yeah, but they don't care.
The-
They've had
no, I think they
100 years to
care.
learn that
I think
Because
they care, bro. I think shit's turning around.
This probably no. It's and I really hope it is. And I think the wording was chosen because this can be interpreted different ways.
Yeah.
You know, other than just the locations plural. That's off to me.
I wouldn't
So,
have
yeah.
a single problem with one new location. I have a problem when I think I'm getting 3 and you're being misleading.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought there'd be, and actually Sage posted this on his Instagram. He said, "I loved it, but I wanted more."
Yep.
Oh, I didn't see that. But
You
yeah.
said there
He's
was
right.
going to be more. At least you insinuated there was
Yeah.
going to
Right.
be more. So
Like we said,
That's what I
like, I
felt
love
too.
all the stuff we got. I just thought
Yeah.
there was going to be more.
yeah, it's just annoying to me. But
I did get emotional. I can't remember if you told this to me or you said it to me when
R2?
Ahsoka said to R2,
Yes.
good to see you again, R2."
That was
and I was
great.
like, "Oh,
that got
dead.
everybody choked up a bit.
Dead.
I was like, yep,
Dead.
that's sick.
by time 5, I was so annoyed to see her fucking face again.
If I could only ride that and get Ahsoka all those times, that'd be awesome.
This is not a
no.
commentary on the show Andor, but I got Andor 3 out of my 5 times, and I was tired of seeing
Good.
him.
Fuck you. That's for all the things you
I only
said.
saw Mando once and Ahsoka once, but I kept getting Cassian. I'm like, okay, we get
Yeah,
it.
it's karma.
I'd kill
bitch.
for Cassian. I'd
We
kill
get
for
it.
Cassian.
Yeah,
saying-
I'd love to see Andor. No,
You're saying
I mean,
generic
and
things
Mando.
like, thanks for helping. I trust you. Goodbye.
And Mando, hey, I'm just going to put this out here. We're trying to get Brendan Wayne on this show. So
That'd be
if
awesome.
y'all can tag him and say, join Jedi Talk. You want to hear him on Jedi Talk?
That'd be great.
Who was doing the voice for Mando? Because that wasn't.
It sounded like Pedro to me.
You think it was?
I
I
sounded
think it's
like
the same
him.
guy that does the character Mando, like the Parks walk around Mando.
It's not the same. It's not Pedro?
No, that's not Pedro.
It's
I
not?
don't know who it is.
I've never noticed it.
Dang.
I know that he did, gentlemen trying to get on the podcast, did those scenes in Star Tours for Mando.
Oh, that's awesome.
I
No
don't-
shit.
yeah, he did the scenes. I don't know if he voiced it, but I know he posted about doing those scenes particularly.
That's cool. See, I would
That's
thought it was
really
just like
cool.
CGI. I wouldn't even.
No,
thought
it is
him.
legit the actor that
That's
they use in
fucking cool.
Mando, and then he was in Ahsoka as one of the rebellion / almost resist or the New Republic pilots.
No kidding.
I didn't know that. Dang.
Yeah, he was in
Okay.
the
Gotta go
episode
back
that that she's in the world between worlds, but with Anakin,
Oh, okay.
and then they
Yeah.
rescue her out of the water. He's
Is he one of the
those-
people talking to Hera, being like, "Hey, man, like we don't really trust you and what's going on"? But
No,
whatever.
no, he's with Hera and Jason trying to rescue Ahsoka from the water. He's one of the
Oh,
pilots
okay.
with what's his
Teva,
nuts?
Carson.
Yeah,
Carson.
Carson.
Teva.
Yep.
That's sick.
I like the Ahsoka Purgle thing. I really liked it. I thought it was
I
Oh,
like
that was
scene,
fantastic.
especially the spin at the end. That's really cool. How
I
they
love
pull it
that.
off.
Oh,
Yeah.
like don't do it, R2.
Yeah.
Not to, don't.
But they pull it off where it kind of does.
It
make
does
you
feel like it.
you actually
100%.
spin.
Oh, that was great.
It's hard
yeah.
to do. But
It's cool.
Star Tours is still a classic. You
That
got to
was
do it every
great.
time you
Yeah.
go. And
I
I,
love
can't wait
Star
to do the
Tours.
OG one when
The
I go.
Mando
You gonna go do it
Of
at
course I
Disneyland?
am.
Season 4?
Yeah.
It's obviously the same thing.
Yeah.
The Mando transmission is, I think they need to just do a Muppets overlay and have Fozzie do it, so he can be like cheap 3D tricks, because Grogu just lifts the frog in front of you like.
Spoiler alert, bitch.
We already said spoilers.
Yeah, we heard that.
Really?
Spoiler.
Yeah, I know
spoilers.
for me, but I haven't. seen
Oh,
it
you
yet,
haven't
so
seen it yet.
That's
Oh.
fine. I don't care.
Dang.
That's all right.
Spoiler alert.
Ahsoka as Chopper and
Sorry,
Yu
buddy.
Yang.
Oh yeah, that was sick.
Yu Yang was cool.
Seeing them. It's kind of weird how they pick and choose what is just a character and what has a background. Because like Poe was just Poe walking up. Maz was just Maz. Like all
Yeah.
those characters were just the characters, but these new ones have the character and a background.
Elias Orion
weird.
was at that when she filmed that. Yeah, I was cleaning up.
That's why.
Yeah,
That explains
she had
it.
just shot a Wookiee right in the balls,
Nice.
stiffed her on her paint.
All right. What's next?
Well, I did make mention we can seg you a little bit about Seasons of the Force. So yeah, I'm gonna go to Star
do it,
Tours. I'll be in Disneyland exactly 2 weeks from today.
Fuck yeah. Jealous.
Checking into the Disneyland Hotel. Seasons of the
fuck
Force is
yeah.
going on. So
Have y'all seen that Galaxy's Edge display?
the Galaxy's Edge display?
I don't want to say
It's-
more of it.
It's in
because
the
if-
not the Disneyland Hotel. That's in the like Wilderness Lodge one.
Grand
What's that called? The
California.
Grand California. Yeah.
the
I've seen that.
display.
if you
It's
haven't,
awesome.
don't look it up.
Yeah.
Just go see
I
it
might
when
have
you're
seen
there.
it before. So
It's
I
a
just have to go
Batu
back.
Crazy.
display.
Yeah.
Oh really? All right, I'll go look again. I may have seen it before because every time we go, we always walk through the.
No,
Grand
it's brand
California.
new for Seasons of the Force.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's 4 Seasons of the Force.
Well,
so
then I
if
will
you
not
haven't,
look it
if
up.
you haven't seen it, don't look it up yet.
Okay.
But that thing looks fucking cool.
Yeah.
So make sure you go check that out.
So Seasons of the Force started April 5th, and it's at Disneyland. And apparently, when you research Seasons of the Force, this stupid computer, Seasons of the Source, what the Force?
That's what you get for not having an Apple.
No, I'm typing with my left hand while I hold my.
Don't make excuses.
I'll make excuses. April 5th to June 2nd, 2024, gentlemen.
Nice. God, I wish I could get out there, man.
What's stopping you? I know what's
A lot.
yeah.
Reasons.
Things.
Evan is stopping
People?
you. Evan.
It's definitely
People.
me.
It's actually, honestly, well done. It's just people.
Well, people are the worst.
Some people are the worst.
Most people are.
This is going to be used against me in court, isn't it?
So, looking at, you want me to run through what they're offering?
Hell yeah.
Over there? All right.
There might be something I don't even know.
So they previously teased new experiences debuting during Season of the Forest. So they're talking about the particular, then they're really making a big deal about it. As the skies over Batu light up the bursts of color, imaginations are ignited with the iconic music associated with tales from across the galaxy. So it's like a new fireworks show that's seen from Batu behind the spires.
And it's in universe.
It's in universe.
And they've added 2 characters to the story.
What?
Yeah. Have you read about those characters?
No.
I haven't heard
I think they
of this.
changed the name of one of them, thankfully, because it was really generic and dumb. But one of them was called the Lore Keeper or the Lore Weaver or something. I'm like, that's a little weird, but it sounds Dungeons and Dragon-y. But and they have a droid, and I think it's called Dart or Dort. I think it's Dart. And the droid is supposed to be physically there at some point.
What the hell?
So-
I've never...
Yeah. Look up.
I cannot wait for you to come back from this so we can talk about
It might have
This
been
is-
only in
yeah.
his stories, but
This is called
Nick Tierce
Fire
on
of the
Instagram.
Rising Moon. So
Yeah.
I'm going to say, Courtney, we have to try to stay for this because Lily might not make it this late. But if she doesn't, I'm leaving the hotel room. Just like, Court, I'll be back.
Now it's such a
I
good
gotta go
idea
see
because like
this.
it's not a new. It's not like a different fireworks show. It's the normal one you can see from the castle.
Yeah, it's
but
called-
you're watching it in Edge.
I love
so
this
it has
name.
different music.
Fire of the Rising Moons.
It's such a good idea.
A nighttime
That's a great
experience
idea.
Yeah.
that debuts a different view of the stunning Disneyland Park fireworks display with musical accompaniment.
Huh.
Yeah. That should have been like
So
a day one
so
thing.
you're literally this is a really smart business move.
Yeah.
You're getting 2 shows that are completely different from the same exact fireworks show.
Check
That-
out this
Wow.
real quick, and I'm sure it'll add to what you want to see, including selections from composer John Williams' Star Wars film scores. Fire of the Rising Moons can be experienced from multiple areas in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, including the Black Spire spaceport, the TIE Echelon docking platform, and the speeder garage. Your Magic Band Plus will also add to the ceremony's atmosphere with
forgot they
colorful
had
lights
Magic
and ambient vibrations. I'm bringing my
Boy,
Vader.
I'm
one
going to
with
look
me.
at my wrist instead
Oh
of
no,
the
it might not work
fireworks.
there. It won't work there. I'll have to get one.
Why won't it work
Oh
there?
boy.
I don't think it's compatible.
It's the
Right?
same thing. I thought
Are
that
they?
was like
They
the
should-
thing they were supposed to be
I have no
compatible.
idea.
Oh, that's an interesting.
Maybe.
I only
don't know.
bought one for bounty.
It's your
hunters.
account, right?
I haven't used it since.
That's
But
true.
we always rag on, especially me, Disney for like cutting corners, saving cost, and being cheap. But this is a smart, good way to be cheap. Instead of making a new fireworks show, make it where it looks and sounds different from one angle than it does the other. That's very logical,
very
very
smart.
smart, very cost effective. Do more of that. to
So
save
they
money.
announced Star Tours coming. We already talked about that.
Imagine how sad it would be at our Galaxy's Edge with that bullshit nighttime show we
Oh, that
have.
would be terrible. There's only like 3 fireworks.
They'd be like, no, the First Order's attacking. Squeeze.
and it's over.
And that's it.
And it's over. Hyperspace Mountain's coming back.
Oh,
I'm
you get to
so
do
happy
Hyperspace
about
Mountain.
Hyperspace Mountain.
I love Hyperspace Mountain.
The Star Trader getting the Star Tours merch.
That's also I think it's all the same stuff.
Yeah,
that's here
that's
and
now,
it's
right?
still here too. Like I was
Yeah.
like, it's gonna be gone after opening day. It's not. It was there yesterday,
I
2
like
days
the
ago.
jacket
It's still
quite
there.
a bit. I like that jacket quite
There's
a bit.
some shots. There's some like food. There's a bunch of different food. They love that shit. They're pushing Savi's and Troy Depot. So yeah,
Cool.
So lots of different stuff.
Didn't even mention some of the sickest stuff
Go ahead. Yeah,
that Sabine is gonna be there.
that's right. I have that on the notes as
okay.
something
There you
separate.
go. Perfect.
So we can
Sorry.
segue right in there. No, go for it. Sabine Wren. And Evan called this out too in our chat. But isn't it phenomenal that she doesn't have the helmet on?
Yes.
It's a
Like
great
they
job.
easily, and no one would have questioned it or complained. That they easily could have
True.
just been a helmet, just like the Stormtroopers and Mando, where it's
Yeah.
hand gestures that triggers
Yeah.
her to say something. But they didn't. She carries the helmet around, and it's an amazing not voice actor, but an amazing actor that looks
Yep.
and sounds a lot like Sabine.
Easier to pull out in LA with as many actors
Oh, of
as there
course.
are out
Yeah.
there. But
So go the way of the helmet with us.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to complain if we get
you
a
wouldn't be
Sabine with a
upset
helmet.
if
No,
we got helmeted
because I
Sabine?
expected that to begin
Okay.
with. For them, not for us. I expect nothing for us, but
And you will be happily rewarded.
exactly. That's what I've learned in the past
You will
Own
Some
nothing and be
issues.
happy.
Yep.
That's
and
Bob
then
Iger's
also
thing for
the-
D23.
That's
You'll ride nothing and be happy.
that's his quote right there.
That's what he says, and that's followed by this.
And then those.
That's some yummy frosty.
So he likes frosting, and Chapek likes nachos. Got
Who
it.
is that? Is that
That's some yummy frosty.
is that
could
what's
be-
your boy from Just
That's
for Friggin' Wrestling?
One of them. That's P-Trap.
pretty
Holy
good.
He
shit.
said that on the last show.
That's some good frosting.
What?
Sabine's there, and then the BD droids are back. So
Yeah, the
is that
BD
your
droids. How did I
priority?
not-
Is that your number one thing?
It's going to be. I'm gonna steal one of those motherfuckers and take them back.
Those things are fucking.
Did you see the video when one fell?
God. No.
Oh,
One
it was
fell?
so sad. It was so sad. The poor
How did
cast
it
member
fall?
that was like, that's like kind of a character, but also kind of like their attendant. But she's like, kind of, I don't know. I don't know her exact position, but she looked terrified. She's like, she tried to reach and catch it, but she couldn't, and it just like face planted.
It would be
so, bad.
so great if it was Peli Mata.
Yeah, that character,
Oh my
or
God.
that cast member, kind of gives off Peli
For
vibes.
real?
She kind of
Oh.
reminds me of Peli a little bit.
I need to see
Oh,
this video.
I saw that CM. Yeah.
But it was such a sad video to watch. I was like, oh no, please don't break. But thankfully, it was fine.
Damn it! I just
Those
see them.
things are made so resilient.
I see them all. Oh, is it? Are they coming out of here? Is it there?
I can't remember. It might have been by the Echelon.
Oh,
I can't remember.
Those things are so technologically advanced, dude.
Yeah, man,
they
they're
can be
wild.
controlled with a Steam Deck. Did you know that?
no, that's
They're
awesome.
controlled by people
didn't know
controlling
that.
a Steam Deck.
Man,
I can't wait to see them.
They're programmed to like be able to take steps over things and like to be
Yeah.
able to be tripped and like recover from them. They're really fascinating.
yeah, because that's their excuse for no droids in Galaxy's Edge. Like, oh, the ground is too bumpy. But
I think
then
that's
they made
fair.
these
I
where
think
they can walk over bumps.
Now we got that
So
figured out. Let's
what's
get into
your
it.
excuse now?
Yeah, let's get into it. Have you guys been watching the Imagineering show on YouTube?
I didn't watch
I tried
the
to look
first one.
for it. No.
That's
Oh,
good.
the Imagineering one.
The first one was like heavily
no.
Tiana, right? Because I don't want to be spoiled,
Yeah.
so I didn't watch it. Okay.
Oh yeah, they're
I'll watch it after I
blow
ride Tiana's.
some people's minds with those
adventure.
animatronics. I think.
You haven't seen them yet?
Just like a quick Instagram. I was like, oh, like scroll away, don't look. So I've seen it in like half a second. I'm like, nope, don't want to see it. No way,
Oh, I don't
want
mind being spoiled on pictures. I can see them there, and because in person it's so different.
Yeah,
Mm.
they went into the detail about the new animatronics, the A1000s. Dog, they are wild.
Man.
They're all electric.
It's amazing.
I already clipped the "I told you so," so I can't wait.
Well, it's amazing what they can do when they're allowed to do it. But why aren't they allowed to do it all the time? I don't know.
Yeah, it's frustrating, but I think
Because they're taking care of a beloved ride. This was Splash Mountain,
So was the Great Movie Ride.
And you could argue that what's there now is good.
It's fine.
I like it.
I like it.
It's
I
not
don't
as
think,
good
I don't
as
think
the
it's
Great
better.
Movie Ride or
I don't think
Splash
it's better,
Mountain
but
or
it's
what
fun.
Tiana's is going
I didn't say Tiana was going to be better than Splash Mountain.
No. I don't. I mean,
Yeah, I think
Mickey's.
it's gonna be the same.
railway is.
Yeah, that's not better than Great Movie Ride. I
Or
agree.
Splash or what Tiana's is going to be. Tiana's already looks better than Mickey and Minnie. So it's like, what do you guys
Oh,
doing?
I'm not comparing those two. I'm just comparing to what it replaced.
Yeah.
So I think it's
definitely
unfair
not
to
better
compare
than that.
those.
I think D23 is going to be some stacked shit because I think they're going to do some sort of announcement from Josh D'Amaro about the Halcyon.
Yeah, let's move into that. Yeah, let's talk about
Because
that next.
have you heard about? You've heard this.
I've heard people like kind of say what it was. I haven't read it and I don't care. So
Well, we got to
How
talk
can you
about
not
it.
care?
because I don't believe anything that comes out of his mouth.
You believe the opening
That's
date?
some yummy frosty.
Yeah, but not anymore. He could say something's coming out. He could say churros are coming back, and I wouldn't believe him. He did say that.
Did they come back?
They actually did.
There
so
you go.
I should have believed him on that.
I actually like Josh D'Amaro. I know that might be a little controversial take. I think he gives a shit. I think he's one of those people who actually cares and is kind of hindered by circumstances that are beyond his control, higher up the corporate chain than him. There are people who give a shit on the corporate level. They are few and far between, but I think he's one of them. And I think the reason, the thing that shows me and it gives me hope is that they fired that chick that was the head of Imagineering from that outside architecture firm
Yeah.
and hired back Bruce Vaughn. They sought out a 25-year-old seasoned Imagineer, and I think to me, you don't do that. It's like Rian Johnson. I remember when they hired Rian Johnson for Last Jedi, and I was like, you don't hire a guy like Rian Johnson to make a sweet, fun Star Wars movie. He's dark.
You shouldn't do that. But then again,
I
that
don't
happens
think-
all the time. Like
But they
Tom
would-
could attest to
but
it.
they
with-
would have just promoted
with
within.
Snyder.
They
Like, you
would
know,
have just
like
promoted
they
within.
hired him and
Yeah,
they
yeah,
let him do what he wanted. That's not
Warner
Disney.
Brothers.
But
That's
like,
Warner Brothers.
still.
They're notorious for that.
same with Disney. They've done it.
But they could have kept things the way they were going. They are making changes, and they are making, as far as I can tell, exclusively good changes.
If they let these creatives create, then it'll be awesome.
I think
But
they would
I
have.
don't think they do.
I think they would have just hired the next person in line. I don't think they would have sought out someone from retirement that left to come back
I
if they
think
weren't
it's
going to.
just a surface level
I will
goodwill
bet.
attempt.
I will, but people, casuals don't give a
It's
fuck
not
who
for
the head of
casuals.
Imagineering
They're
is.
like, let's do a surface level for the fans that hate us to make maybe a few of them come back. It's like,
Are you
didn't
ever
work.
going to be happy with anything?
if they give me a reason to.
That does not
But this is the step. They can't just go.
I need to see the result before I get happy about it. Like you
Okay.
can't
That's
blindly
that's
trust
not,
anything.
No, but you can get excited about good things coming.
I could, but then I'll be
Yes.
disappointed when they don't.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
You said the quote earlier, like expect nothing and you won't be something like that.
I said you'll be handsomely rewarded.
Yeah.
No, I think it's funny to
So
say.
I pulled up an article from
But
South.
I get it. But
Yeah, I need to see it before I
but you
say
have,
they did a
you
good
have
job.
you have to give them credit where credit is due, whether you're happy
Once it's
with,
due, I will.
Okay, but hiring him back is a good sign. It's
It
a
could
good
be.
sign. It doesn't mean that they're. It doesn't mean that
in
they're
a
good.
vacuum on paper, yes. It's
Yes.
a good
Okay.
sign,
It's a good
but
sign. That's all I'm saying.
It has to produce results.
I completely agree, but you have to go. Okay, that's a good step, at least a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
Whether they deliver on that or not, we'll see.
Yep.
Historically, D23 announcements have been not
Terrible.
followed through on.
lately. Yeah,
So-
lately they've kind of.
The last 4 years, they have like nothing that they fucking announced has opened.
The only good thing was like Figment, and that was it.
That might have been the last time you came on Fourth Mother Box was the 22 D3 announcements. I
It's
remember.
been that long?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
The Mando
Jesus.
announcement was sick too. When they're like, Mando's coming to Disneyland. That was sick.
Yeah,
Except-
that was
I mean,
sick.
except it
Was that a
Disneyland,
D23? Was that a D23 announcement?
Yeah. Favreau was there. Like it was a big on stage.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. But none of the big stuff has been followed through with. Mary Poppins didn't happen. Play
Which
Pavilion
is
didn't
good
happen.
though. That Poppins thing was
Poppins
going to
was gonna
suck.
suck.
So that's good.
Oh, I did see that some new. I saw the mock-ups for that. It
Poppins
sounded
Poppins deserves
awful.
an e-ticket, an amazing.
Yes,
she doesn't
100%
deserve.
agreed.
Yeah, she doesn't deserve teacups.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So I pulled up NBCMiami.com, like there's South Florida NBC over there.
It's the only place I get my news.
Yeah, me too. I don't know. This was the only one
NBC Miami.
that I was able to pull up a quote from just by Googling. So Disney's ambitions to grow its experiences unit hinge in part on making its attractions feel more real. And they were talking to Mr. Joshy Boy D, and he said they continue to push the envelope of storytelling and creativity, D'Amato said of the Imagineering team. He cited the recently shuttered Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser, a hotel immersive experience that took guests on a 2-day voyage in space. It was a 48-hour interactive story that allowed fans to physically play in the Star Wars universe. There's a picture of Lys Orion beating the shit out of Gary. This is something that had never been
Thank
done
God
before.
it wasn't a video. Yeah, it got brutal.
Yeah. This is something that had never been done before, D'Amaro said. It was difficult to even explain to the public. Okay, right.
He is
That's part
true.
of it. It's
Yeah,
part of it.
Part of it.
It's part of it.
So take some time and explain instead of 18 months.
And I think it was incredibly brave for us to move into this space. And this, to me, says Imagineering is still at its best today. So here, right there, when I hear that, without reading what they're about to say, because what they're about to say is what I'm thinking of, is it's, while I agree with Josh, it's disappointing that he didn't, and they'll never admit this.
That it
These
was their
businessmen, they'll never admit that it was too expensive. It was too expensive. That's what drove people away.
Yep.
The reason why us three in this room, we know it's expensive, but did it anyway because we were always planning to. We're
That, and we
the
could cut
minority.
out the flight cost of getting here, the
Yeah, that
hotel
too.
room cost.
Yep.
We saved a lot of money by living here.
1,000%.
It's the last time I've stayed on Disney property in the past 4 years, but the 2 times I was
No,
on the
same.
Halcyon.
Almost a year for me until Disneyland. Yeah.
Wow.
That was when we stayed at Fort Wilderness.
Those new discounts are sick, though. You see the Coronado rates are like right at $200 a night.
Ooh,
Dang.
Coronado's the
Yeah,
bomb.
I love
I
Coronado.
like Coronado.
So then they say high ticket prices still distorted the average park goer. We agree. And the cruiser shuttered in September. Still, D'Amaro said the experiment was a learning opportunity for the company. Those learnings are beyond employed on the next experiences, which we haven't even announced yet, he said. So that's what is everybody's up in arms talking about this week. And then this is also at the end of what, and we mentioned this last podcast.
Can you read the last part of that quote from him again?
Sorry.
He basically said like we're taking. He basically said we'll be taking cost into consideration.
I would hope.
Those things we've
Yeah.
learned have been implemented
They've
in
got
lessons.
to.
It's a lot. You have to.
But
Man,
it's like-
we
it's
all
like
love
I-
the Halcyon, but god damn it, dude, it's crazy how expensive that thing was to do. It's really nuts.
Yeah, but we
His
talked
trip
about
to
it.
fucking Paris was cheaper for 7 days.
But then we talked about it though. Like if you go to a Taylor Swift concert, you can spend up to $2,000-$3,000. If you go to D23, you can spend $2,000 now. So like,
Yeah.
why are people okay spending that much money to see someone sing or see a football?
Well, then
game?
it comes in the marketing. Then it comes
Yeah.
in that piece of
Like,
the marketing. It's both.
In a concert or a football game, you get 5-6 hours or whatever. But in this, you get 48 hours and food and more. So like we talked about it. It's
Well-
like, so why are people okay with that, but not with?
I don't see bands that charge abnormally
Same.
prices for me because Metallica, over the time of me seeing them over the 30 years that I've been a fan, almost 30 years, their prices have been competitive. So
Well, they're smart about it.
it's really more of a knock on Taylor Swift and stuff.
It's a knock on Ticketmaster being greedy.
Yeah, that too.
The bands I see like Laney is $40 a person. It was $25 at Universal.
That's a really good thing.
It's not all concerts are that expensive. The only ones that are like resale tickets for Taylor
sure.
Swift.
But
and
people
big
still
shit.
do it, obviously, and no one
but that's-
bats an eye. So, like, why is that acceptable? I don't get it.
I don't think it is. I think it's just unfortunately where we're at.
Yeah.
I think it's just where we're at.
Where are we at time wise, by the way? We got a couple more things to chat
40
about.
minutes. We're doing good.
Oh, we're all right. We're good.
I thought we'd be 20 minutes in, to be honest with you.
Really?
We're trucking.
We're trucking.
We're
All
trucking.
right. So you know what else is trucking? And spoiler alert: Bad Batch, episode 12.
Heyo.
Yeah.
Dropped today.
The big spoiler is
was-
I thought this
it
guy
was
was
called-
dead, but holy cow.
It was called The Rapture.
No.
No,
What was
Juggernaut.
it? The Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Or Juggernaut.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
I'm the
Do I have
Juggernaut,
that
bitch.
drop?
There you go.
It's around here somewhere.
I'm
Yeah,
going to
there
rip
we go.
Deadpool in half.
Yeah, I
Didn't
thought
start
Rampart
very
was
well.
dead too. He looked good. He looked
That
like
was
he looked like
cool.
Anthony Jeselnik.
Which is like, which is wild because like last week we're like, oh, it's got to be like Emery giving coordinates and helping him out, and they went completely the other way and was
Yeah.
like, nope, this guy's still alive. He's gonna get,
Right.
yeah, he's gonna give the coordinates.
Crosshair was just like, yeah, I never wanted to go back, but Rampart might know, and he's over here.
And that was cool because it paid off because Hunter and the clones they met up with on Teth were like, Crosshair, you still have something. You're hiding something from us. And
Right.
He's like, no, I'm good. I got it.
Yeah.
I've told you everything. But no, he was hiding like one more thing. And
Right.
it was Rampart. So that paid off to see that come full circle and Rampart's still alive. And
Mm-hmm.
it had like Mandalorian vibes this episode a little bit. It felt like when they got Bill Burr.
Yep.
okay.
I was when I was watching it today, I was gonna text you and be like, are those the same ships that they were doing that on with the Bill Burr episode? I thought I had the same thought, and I was like, no,
the
way, this is
turbo
way
tank?
bigger. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, these are way bigger
The
than
turbo
that
tank
was.
is from the Clone
I literally
Wars.
erased my message. I was like, never mind.
Yeah. And the one in Mando is a couple evolutions further down the line. It's same style of
Yeah.
tank, but it's a smaller turbo tank.
It was a really fun episode. It was I'm not going to use the word filler episode
No, not
because
at all.
because
It wasn't, in my opinion. Yeah.
they followed through with the storylines. It wasn't like it was a left turn and then like you see Omega sitting there learning how to do some new Sabak game or some shit. It wasn't like that.
Sabuk.
Sabuk.
No, it was a Sabako.
Sabako.
Oh,
Sabako,
yeah.
Rise to the challenge.
Sabako right to the challenge. But I think it was a little. I thought they could have gotten
All
to
the
it.
stuff on Tantis was stuff we already knew, but Omega
Mega
didn't.
finding out
So
her
like
first
I
time,
right.
know why they did it for
Yep.
her, but like we already knew that.
The saddest part of that episode was
Her
she's
getting
like, "You're
locked.
safe now," and she goes, "Am I?"
That was
Right.
Oh,
But then he's like, "This is your new home," and the door's locked
Yeah.
behind her, and she's like, "Okay."
yeah, it was a good episode. I could, if someone told me that they thought it was filler, I could go, okay, I see what you're saying, but to me it wasn't either.
On a
But I
surface
think it
level,
was-
you
I
can
think
say
it was
that, but
just
yeah, until you get into it.
It always drives me crazy when Star Wars leaves you on a cliffhanger like that, and you're just like, get back to that.
I get
And,
it.
and they did, but it was like then a 20-minute tank chase.
Now we got
and
3
just-
episodes left now where they're gonna call up
Oh boy.
Rex.
Rex, I
and
gotta get Rex
Echo.
over there, and Echo.
Yeah, and go bust in Tantis and save the clones and
So-
save Omega.
Who is this mysterious bounty hunter person? Because me and Tom are on the same page. You
Well,
still-
it could
Oh,
be.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
I lean a little bit more towards thinking it's Cody.
Cody.
Cody
Yeah.
would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Do we want to see bad Cody?
No, he'd be good at this point, maybe.
But why would he
might
be-
turn on him? Because Crosshair kind of
Think he's doing
swayed
it like,
him a little bit.
You think he's doing like a double crossing kind of situation
Potentially.
where he knew
Yeah.
she was going to be okay? I think it's going to
Maybe
be
Rex saves him.
I think it's going to be Tech.
man.
Tech would be good too. But
I didn't have that
Tech's-
thought until
Tech's-
they showed the goggles when she was putting them up on that planet.
Oh,
and I was
sure.
like,
They
that's,
made a point to show the goggles. Yeah.
and I was like, okay,
On Pabu.
that's who this
poo-poo.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was like I thought Tech was going to come back as some sort of. I mean, it was just like who the hell's Merrick in Ahsoka, and Merrick just turned into
Well,
be
we
some.
might find out in Tales of the Empire a little bit more about him.
Oh,
so,
that's a good point.
yeah.
I'm excited for that show. I wasn't on
Did-
that episode. That was last week episode. I haven't listened to it
Oh,
yet, but
yeah.
y'all had a lot of stuff to talk about.
We did.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
They dropped 3 trailers in three weeks. We're going to get to the last trailer here, but they did the Acolyte,
should
then
play
they
it
did
on the
Tales of
TV.
the
Let's do it.
Empire.
Yeah.
But the Tales of the Empire, we're not the only people that did this, but the fans kind of call this where Tales of blank can be a thing, and then
Yes.
now it is. Everyone's
Yeah.
like, oh, Tales of this, Tales of this. Like, we could have Tales of the Sith.
You and I talked about doing Tales of the Sith like last time.
Yeah,
we,
so
we talked
it's-
about that immediately after
It's
Tales
such
of
a
the
good
Jedi
idea.
was released.
They could do
Like,
Tales of
let's
the
fucking go.
New Republic, Tales of the
bitch.
First Order, Tales of the whatever. They could just keep going.
Tales of
forever.
the Old Republic.
Tales of
Yeah.
Batu.
Tales of the First Order. Oh, Tales on Batu would be great.
Yeah. What's the VR game
Top
called?
10
Tales
celebrity
of Galaxy's
buttholes. What
Edge
the hell?
already. So
What you been watching on here? Which one? Top 10 celebrity buttholes.
yeah, right there.
Yeah. Number one's really shocking.
And that's on
Danny DeVito.
that's on YouTube Kids too. That's crazy.
All right, here we go. We're watching. Oh, by the way, pause it for a second.
Oh,
We
yeah.
didn't even
We're-
intro what we're watching.
Yeah,
What
we'll
are we
restart
watching?
this
Tales
here.
of the Butthole is what we're watching.
Tales of the Butthole, yeah. Oh, number 10, Randy Savage. The Macho Man. The Slim Jim comes out of. That's where the Slim Jims come out of.
Ooh,
yeah. All right,
So
All right, now that that video is done, we can watch the Outlaws trailer.
that was Randy Savage. making
Yeah.
the
we
Slim Jim.
edited out like 40 minutes of butthole content
Yeah, because
for you guys.
we went in deep.
We went in. Yeah, we did. Right on the old dirt button. All right, so it opens up with a shot of Canto Bite.
Yes.
The Outlaws.
I was
trailer.
unsure.
Yeah, this is the so we got the Star Wars Outlaws story trailer.
Yes.
Also this week.
Gameplay was like
I have
9
not
months
watched that
ago,
yet.
10 months ago, a long time ago. So now we got story.
So
gameplay.
Brad and I know where this is. Where's this?
Oh, that's Kanto
Yeah.
for sure.
Canto
Cantonica,
Bite.
Well,
actually.
it's Cantonic, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the speeders from Last Jedi, the police speeders. So
Yeah.
we were watching it, and I told you when I saw this the other day, I was like, "Oh, you think it's Canto Bite?" I said it'd be interesting to see in that time period. Blah blah blah.
For
and
sure.
then we watched it before
I
Evan
love
got here.
here in a second we
Boom.
find out the legit down to the second time period. That's when I
Oh,
lost
yeah.
my stuff. And that scene is coming up.
we knew about that already though.
I must have forgot. I'm glad
God
I did.
damn it! You fucking the
I'm glad
fuck!
I
I'm
did.
just said
Hey,
delete
bro,
everything.
I
Delete.
said the same thing. I said the same exact sentence you
Delete.
just said.
I'm so glad I forgot because I was like, oh, it's the yeah. So we'll get there in the trailer.
All right, here we
But-
go. Tell me to pause if you something you want to talk about.
Oh, pause. Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I don't know. I'm just being an idiot.
I have one comment about most of the character voices in this game. They are very forgettable and not iconic and not distinct in any way.
I mean, that's okay.
It's a trailer.
They're not the focus.
We have the Pikes. Pause right there. That is Lady Kira.
Speaking of
That's
voices,
from Crimson Dawn.
not Emilia Clarke.
Not Emilia
but still
Clarke.
Kira. So I'll take it.
I don't care. If
It's not a make or
her.
break.
I
you don't
doesn't-
care that it's not her?
It sucks that
But-
it's not
I
her,
agree,
but
yeah.
It would be cool if it was, but like
Yeah.
I'm not like bummed out now.
Right.
I don't give a shit. I've gotten so used to like seeing them in animation and
Yeah,
having
they
other
can make it
characters
work.
play the different
because
voices.
in
It doesn't
animation,
matter
we
to me.
love James and we
Yeah.
love all those
It doesn't
guys.
matter to me.
it's just you better
Vader's not
You
anymore.
better not fucking do that in Fallen Order. Obviously, like
If it's
you can't
not
do
Cameron one day,
Yeah.
that'd be terrible.
that. Not Cameron.
That's
if it's
different.
Not Maris,
Riot.
it's not any of that.
Especially if it's in a video game, you kind of have to do him. Anyway,
The Hutt's nice.
The underworld. The Empire does control everything.
Now, is
this looks
this
beautiful.
this is speculation? But could this planet here be Akiva from
I thought you
the
were going to say
Aftermath?
Batu.
Yeah, I wish. But Akiva from the Aftermath books.
I see long fruits hanging there.
Akiva from the Aftermath books. Why is that not
That's like
ringing
the
a bell?
main planet where Snap is with Mr. Bones.
Oh.
What if we run into Snap
Oh,
and Mr.
shit.
Bones?
You could.
Wouldn't that be
It
awesome?
would make sense for sure.
Because I forget
Yeah.
which.
I forgot about Aftermath.
They
I blocked
interviewed
that out of my
somebody
brain.
online, and they were like, "We're going to see the characters you've seen here, plus new and reoccurring characters in this game." So it's
Huh.
like, Snap, he's reoccurring to us nerds.
Well,
so,
I think they kind of mean like Jabba and shit.
well, yeah, but
Well, they get to him.
they meant
yeah.
things that aren't even in this trailer. So like,
Oh,
Snap's not in it. So
oh,
what if we see him?
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's shit we haven't because at the end they like tease something. There's something bigger going on
Yeah.
that she's involved in.
This is going to get me to buy a fucking new Xbox.
I
God
know.
damn it.
I want to too, but I don't know if I can afford it.
You want to do have nights and weekends? We have
Maybe.
share custody of the Xbox. We'll go
I
have
might just do what I did with Survivor.
just wait till he gets it and
yeah,
play.
which
wait
I'm
till they
playing
go out of
again in a
town.
week. Thankfully, I'm
There you go, yeah.
Get to plant more seeds and grow
That's
a
right.
garden in a week.
Well, you could just continue your story,
Which I'm doing,
I
for
didn't
sure.
delete it. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's going to go home and delete it now. Fuck you,
Oh,
Evan.
I'm
Start
gonna go
over.
correct all the shit he did and go clean up.
you're
Kobo.
gonna
He
have to
probably
go
fucked
kill
it up.
Bode again because he's still not dead because he's
Yeah,
impossible
because
to
you
kill.
suck. Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
That looks like food from the Halcyon.
I mean, it's all
That it
Star
did.
Wars food now.
Shut up, Tom. Let me have this.
Well, she's murdered. Flat face.
That was 10 nub, actually.
I like the design of these guys.
And their last name, Spesh. Was it Tank Bash
Yep,
or whatever?
Tank Bash.
Nice.
I like the design of that a lot. That like you can
That's
still
cool.
see their eyes.
Yeah.
I like the
cool.
helmets.
Little science fiction-y, little off Star Wars, but I kind of like the design a little
Oh,
bit.
it's fine. Yeah. Slero.
That is a terrible name.
It's
It's a Star Wars
It's
name.
a Star
There's
Wars. It's an
Sleaze
evil
Begano.
Star Wars
Yeah,
name.
Sleaze Begano is the
Sleaze
character.
Begano is lame.
Slero. Yeah.
Hey,
come on.
I'm not okay with that either.
I love Sleaze Begano. Not really. That was
Han
the
and
moment, Han
Carbonite.
Solo. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is during the
5 and
comics,
6.
1000%,
right
yeah.
after War of the Bounty Hunters, where Kira recruits the Knights of Ren.
Mhm.
Could we see the Knights of Ren? I will have to change my pants multiple times.
Oh,
if
that
we
would
do.
be crazy.
Dude,
if we did.
Knights of
that
Ren,
would be so
come
sick.
on.
That would be nasty.
Come on, give it to me.
I mean, if Kira's there, I mean, they got to be involved to some degree, unless
Yep,
unless the events of this game are what make her call on the Knights of Ren. Like you,
No,
beat
she
her
called
ass.
them for Palpatine. She was trying to overthrow Palpatine with them. And they end up
again,
going and turning on her and kind of serving Palpatine in a way.
Interesting.
It's wild.
I don't remember. I
So-
know I've read all that shit.
but-
I own all of it.
Yeah.
They're fucking.
This game is
stick.
going to tie in 3 comic lines, like the Hidden Empire, the War of the Bounty Hunters, and the Crimson Reign.
Crimson Reign.
Crimson
yeah.
Reign.
So
Yeah.
3 different comic lines all tied into this game.
Interesting.
It's
Now,
insane.
if everything culminates into this, I'll go back and reread all that
Oh,
shit.
me too.
If not,
I think it is. It looks like it for
it
sure.
I mean, yeah, it's the same
It's-
timeline.
Kira does all that to steal Han just to auction Han off. Like, that's wild. And she does. She succeeds for a while. She
Do you
gets him.
think you're? Oh, what if you get to play at Jabba's palace when shit's going down?
That would be
Well,
cool.
yeah, that's what's going on here, maybe. So,
Well, she's at least there. She sees it. But what if, like,
just
oh my
it's-
god, what if you're there right before?
in the background, it's all going on.
Dude,
what if you see his barge like crash?
that oh my
God.
God. Well, we do see her going to the Rancor pit at one point.
Yeah.
Right.
She could be there.
All right,
We
all right,
see
play
Max
some more.
Rebo crawl out, and he's like, "I'm still alive."
And then
There's
she
an
shoots him.
explosion,
You
but
get
I-
to shoot, like, press triangle to shoot Max
Max
Rebo.
Rebo
I'd be
lived.
like, triangle, triangle,
He's in
triangle.
Mando. He
Just to
can't
piss
die.
him off.
He can't die.
Max
No, no.
Rebo.
He died again.
He died.
Somehow Max Rebo returned.
Book of Boba Fett. Didn't he die again?
He sure
Well, we
did.
don't know. It was an explosion. He survived an explosion before, so
That one was a different kind of explosion. Like
The
no
blue
one
el-
came out of that motherfucker.
The
He's
blue
only one.
elephant
Yeah.
is blue no more because he's nothing
he got
anymore.
blew
Purple.
up.
He's energy.
Yeah. But those RX droids, they survived.
He was force sensitive. He's
Trust
now
me, I
force
know they
ghost.
do.
Max
It's-
Rebo. I want a Max Rebo force ghost so bad now.
He's already blue.
Oh yeah, I might make that as a thumbnail just for make this a clip.
They should switch out Sunny Eclipse for Max
Nope.
Rebo every now and
Nope.
Hey
then.
man,
Nope.
don't
Okay,
fucking.
every
I don't,
now and
I don't
then, yeah.
play
Every
around
now
with
and then.
fucking Sunny Eclipse. That's my boy. I went
Hey,
the other day and he was gone.
He
and
had
I
a
was
whole
fucking
day
pissed.
the other day. Everyone was watching the Sunny Eclipse.
He
the other
wasn't
day.
there
Like,
when I was at
I
Magic
like,
Kingdom,
thank
and I was
God
pissed.
The whole
I
planet
think they
is
were getting
giving
him ready
his
for his
due.
Eclipse Day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm so fucking. That's like once in a lifetime, right? Well,
No, there's another one in like
No,
20 years.
in 2045, we're actually in the path of totality.
Yeah, so like,
cool.
right,
Cool? No, it'll be like
I'll make sure I'm not here.
right. I didn't
Why?
look at it. So I don't.
I'm so fucking everyone looking up in their fucking stupid Facebook and you.
Oh,
and
I know,
Instagram
that's
page.
stupid.
That's what I'm talking about.
But actually,
Eclipse
the
is
actual
cool.
thing itself.
I didn't notice a fucking thing. Did you?
It's good.
No.
Yes.
Did you?
Oh, yes. It.
Oh, I was.
We
working.
were 57% coverage. It 1,000%
I
got
noticed
like darker. It 1,000% got a little darker.
I noticed
like
that Disney
shadow.
Springs was empty, and I had the easiest day at work ever because everyone
Nice.
was outside looking up at the sun.
Nice.
So it was a
I
good
saw
day.
that the term "Why do my eyes hurt" went up like
Yeah, on Google,
86%
yeah, I saw that.
or something crazy.
Maybe we lost a
I
few
hit play.
people. Natural selection. Let's hope.
I fucking hope so.
Me too.
She's in. So is that creature.
What planet
Batu.
is this? It's
Batu.
beautiful. Yep, calling it now.
Yeah,
there's
call it
no
now.
way.
Batu. That's Batu too. That's
Bot-
Batu. They're on
Bot three?
Batu.
Is it Bot 3?
By 3.
Come back when you're not.
I like that. You're new.
Pikes are
come
about to
back when
shoot
you're not.
Killer. Yeah, or they threw her out.
There's Jabba.
Jabba.
Where's
Okay.
Bib? Is Bib in
Oh,
that scene?
fuck.
No.
No,
Now we're
there's
back
some.
to
Do
the
you
top
see
10
who-
buttholes.
Do you see who was behind him? You see who was behind him?
Who's
I
behind?
just-
I can't see behind Jabba. He's so big.
Jabba's butthole. No,
Eh,
sorry.
He's got 5 buttholes.
The backside of Jabba.
See anything about the voices? They just. There's no.
He's got a good voice there. That
He,
pipe.
he's fine. Everyone else is forgettable.
He's like Greedo.
Look who's behind him.
No, Greedo's dead, so it can't be Greedo.
Maybe Greedo survived.
It's Wani. It's not.
It's definitely
it's a Rhodian.
It's a Rhodian.
But it's just
Yeah, it's not Greedo.
Is it our friends of
it's-
Rhodian Radio?
it's green.
Are they
No,
still
that's who
around?
it is.
They haven't posted since last year. Did we kill him?
I think
Did
they
Jedi
got
Talk-
mad.
Where's Bib? Bib's got to be there somewhere, right?
Who is that?
It looks like a Rhodian, but
It's just a
it's not,
random
unless
Rhodian.
Greedo survived.
Yeah.
If they were, dude,
I love how
if
stupid
they were-
Jabba's face looks. He's like,
he's high as shit. Look at him.
That hookah. That
The
spice.
space spice is fucking fire. I just pick. You know, if they ever like decide they want to translate Jabba's voice, give him a translator. If it's not Joey Diaz, I'm gonna be very upset. What's up, cocksucker? I'm Jabba the Hutt.
why is your face spinning?
Yo, dog, do you know how fucked up I am on 47 edibles right now? 150 milligrams of fucking spice.
How is this not a meme? Someone
Alright,
take
hang
a
on.
picture right now.
I wanna look up Greedo's costume.
He's got the vest.
I can't
Yeah,
remember.
see
what
the
it's like.
vest.
Yeah.
The teal
It almost
vest.
like he's wearing
Unless
Han's clothes.
it's a breathing apparatus.
What?
Get into the weeds here. That thing is
Oh,
like Vader's
it's-
chest piece. It keeps
Oh,
him alive.
like it kept him alive or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nah, it's just a.
Maybe
Rhodian.
Greedo's for sure dead, but
Yeah, it's
maybe,
just a
maybe he
Rhodian.
just really likes Rhodians. He's like, I like having these motherfuckers.
It's
They're expendable.
Probably just a random Rhodian.
This is what we do with Star Wars fans. We look way too
I
into
know.
shit.
Just over the Rancor
There's
pit.
Bib. Bib is in the back.
There was
Okay,
a
we saw him.
Okay.
there was a Thorian back there too. Did you see that?
No, I
Doc
didn't.
Ondar. They're on Batu.
It
No,
could be Doc
It's
Ondar.
probably Mamau. That's probably who it is.
No, they're on Batu.
See him?
Yeah, there he
Jabba
is.
moved his palace to Batu.
I'm gonna say it's Mamau, but who knows?
Yeah, I saw Bib. Okay.
For about as long as I can remember, it's just been me and
Oh, that's Rise. They're on Batu.
They're over Batu, technically.
Yeah, shut
Over.
up. Yeah.
this job is my one shot at freedom.
There is a planet here in a second that's familiar.
We need the right crew
That was a Shadra fan too.
and the right ship.
Oh, how she fell.
It's funny because she fell.
Kill her. It's like a K2SO feel.
Right.
Is mixed up in something bigger.
He's a combo of K2 and Mr. Bones.
Yeah. Batu.
Batu.
Kajimi.
Batu.
That
That
one-
one,
Kajimi,
that one
yeah.
is Kajimi.
That's definitely Kajimi.
Is it really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure shit looked like it.
I think they said it in some interview that it is.
Nice.
Which makes sense. Because there's
Yeah.
a bunch
See,
of Spice
Sarlacc.
Runners.
Oh, that looked like
Death
Tatooine.
Troopers
Those are the monks too, aren't they?
from Mando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
August 30th.
That is
The
so.
day after Edge's 5th birthday.
My daughter's first birthday.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lily, no cake for you. Daddy's
Yep,
got
I'm buying
games to
Outlaws
play.
instead. You get cake in a month.
But can she have her cake and eat it
Today's
too?
not your day. Today's Star Wars. What's it called? Outlaw. What's it
Outlaws,
called?
yes.
It's
Star Wars
today's Outlaws
Outlaws
Day. Shut up. Quit crying about your cake.
Boy, our listeners came out in droves to tell you about what Zed meant this week, Evan.
Zed.
Yeah, I saw that. Everyone was commenting, Zed is obviously Z. Everyone in the world knows that. I don't
You didn't know the Zed was Z in Australia?
Not in Australia. I had no idea.
Yeah.
He didn't know. He
I've
just
never
thought,
been to Australia.
Yeah, it was.
I have not either, but I did watch a video the other day about somebody who flew to Australia to go to Outback. That was a hilarious video.
love that.
It's great.
Seems like a waste of money, but they probably had that money to waste to begin with.
Yeah.
You know what was a waste of energy the other day? I got into an argument with a cast member on Rise of the
I was
Resistance.
just going to ask you to bring
Oh,
this up
nice.
because I know we're getting to the end here.
So we're standing in line, and they're doing like you work for the rebellion or the resistance, or whatever. And
The Resistance.
he's like, yeah, and someone a woman had on the Leia ears, and he goes, those are of our beautiful Princess Leia. Well, you know what we did. You know what the First Order did to her home planet. And I was like, the First Order didn't do that.
no.
I said, so you taking credit for what the Empire did?
Oh, boy.
Come on.
He goes, no. He goes, we are the same as the Empire. I was like, no, you're not.
Well, yeah, like,
They are not
They
the
are.
same thing as the Empire. They are from ashes of the Empire.
Right.
They are not the Imperial Army. They are a different thing. We're going to see exactly how they come up. If it was the same, they would have called them the Empire. They're
it's just
they're a
the
different
evolution
thing.
of it. Just the next
It's an
step of it.
evolution, but it's not
Yeah.
the same organization.
No, but the resistance is the rebellion.
And I was like, I told him, I was like, you need to look up.
Your galactic
you
history.
need, I said, you need to learn canon. And I walked into
Dang.
I walked into the change room. I was like, the Empire and the First Order are not the same thing. He's like, yes, we are. I was like, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
You're not the same thing.
Jeez,
I said just because you use iconography like stormtroopers to instill fear in the galaxy doesn't mean you're the same thing, and you need to learn canon.
They have
Is
a
what
different
that's
name.
exactly what I said to him as I walked into the thing, and I felt very happy about myself. And then about 3 seconds later, I was like, "You're a fucking dork."
and then her eyes went down. Somebody
That's
hit the
why it
button.
went
You're a
down.
fucking
Yeah,
dork.
and there's like, get Hughes off of there.
He thought he was being cute, and I was like, "Mm-mm. Not here, not with this fucking Star Wars dork. Get the fuck out of here."
Not with this dog.
All right,
Man.
fellas. Any other loose ends? Anything else we gotta chit chat about? Or
No.
come
Well,
to
it was
an end here?
awesome. Well, I think literally that night we dropped our little Halcyon Legacy teas for our next events.
Oh, right.
Plural.
Yes.
But before that actually dropped, I ran into Mary from the cause on Batu.
For the cause.
And multiple times I ran into her. We just kept doing laps. And she's like, hi again. And then we
She
saw her
who
by Star
saw-
Tours.
I was gonna say, she
Yeah,
who we
we-
saw at Star Tours. the other
Yeah,
day?
so she was like, I'm excited to see what you guys have coming next. And I was like, can't really say it, but just stay tuned. Tonight there's probably going to be something. So, and then that night, Tom's awesome trailer he edited, or teaser, whatever you want to call it, came out. And that was sick.
Yeah, it was the
You
top
put a lot of
10
work into that.
celebrity buttholes.
Yeah. But
I posted on
I like the ending where the cause breaks in. And so do all of our followers and people that are involved in the
something
event.
else broke in there too with the cause. Did you see it real quick?
What could that be?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't. Maybe I did.
It's a QR code to the top 10 celebrity buttholes.
Brian, get on that.
get on the top 10 celebrity buttholes.
Adding that QR code.
As long as Danny DeVito's still number one, because he's one in my heart.
Yeah. And in your pants.
Poo poo in my pants. Poo poo in my heart. I think that was a community reference.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pierce.
Couldn't tell you.
Pierce, you're a
Yes.
bee.
Yeah. The Pierce
Yep.
song.
It's a good one.
Anyway.
Got poo-poo in my hand.
I got
Yeah.
nothing left.
That's
I
a
got
good
nothing.
song, man. I'm gonna watch that episode tonight.
All right. Congratulations.
It's a good one.
Anything else, Avant? Anything else you want to bring up? You want to air some grievances? Any
General grievances?
Yeah, general
Why is that not a thing?
Why is that not a
What are we
segment of
doing?
General grievances.
That could be Ginger
God
Snaps.
Hey, we're editing that out.
No, we're not. Well,
No.
maybe.
And
Let's
we'll
make
introduce
it
it
right
next
now.
week.
Oh.
Introduce it next week, and I don't want anyone to take it. No one has that. General grievances.
Who's listening to us? Who's
A
But
lot
even
of
if
people.
they do, they just heard that we said it, and now it's our thing.
I got the what's up from a guy I was walking through Galaxy's Edge the other day, and he was like, and I was like, I don't know who you are, so I assume you listen to the show.
Yeah.
Thank you for
But
that guy.
that's another thing.
I got
Mary-
that at the Edison the other day too.
Did you?
Oh, nice.
Was he a Spanish guy?
I don't remember.
This guy talked to the guy I was talking about was Spanish.
But that's another thing
Huh. Does
Mary
it
said.
matter,
Mary's
right?
like,
I don't
I
see
love
color,
listening
to
to
be
the
fair.
episode. She's like, your last episode was hilarious. You guys couldn't figure out how to turn the video upside
That's
down.
true. We could not.
Yeah, so that was cool. I love having our listeners and
It's
our
fun.
followers and our friends just do that. Be like, I love you guys and how stupid you are sometimes. And I'm like, yeah, especially me,
We
right?
do
And they're like,
suck.
definitely you. Yeah.
And also, Brad, Tom's the only one fucking with any intelligence on this fucking show.
Yeah.
All right, is that it? General grievances.
That's great.
We debut. Are we cutting it out, or are we debuting
leave it
general
in.
grievances next week? We could officially say it. It's ours,
We're
It's
leaving it
ours.
in. We're
Yeah.
leaving it in. I'm
Leave
not
it in.
editing.
so we could do
Fuck
it.
it. We're leaving it in.
We'll do it live
We'll
and leave
do it
it in.
live. So next week
Put a tick in it, make her gay.
we need to
Yeah.
get his cough, and that needs to be the intro segment.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yep.
Next week, general grievances.
Just in time for Tales of the Empire, man. He's coming back. And he's got his own segment now.
He
He's
has his
awesome.
own segment.
Love that guy. Droid.
That's a good-
Android.
That's funny.
Robot. Android.
It's good. All right,
Yeah.
that's it for the show, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you guys on the next week. Until then, stay safe. May the force be with you.
Always. And the buoy tay.
Rise, Jedi Knight.